lesson 9.4, we relate fractions and decimals to money. So the first problem here says, together Julie and Sarah have $1 in quarters. They want to share the quarters equally. How many quarters should each girl get? And how much money is this? So first we need to remember that $1 is 100 cents, 1 quarter is 25 cents, 1 dime is 10 cents, and 1 penny is 1 cent. So we need to use the model to relate the money, the fractions, and the decimals. So 4 quarters we know is $1, which is written as 1.00 with the dollar sign. So if 1 quarter is 25 hundredths or 1/4 of a dollar, 2 quarters are 50 hundredths, 2/4 or 1/2 of a dollar, 1/2 of a dollar is 0.50, or we read it as 50 cents. We need to circle the number of quarters each girl should get. So if we have 4 quarters and there are 2 girls, we know that each girl is going to get 2 quarters. So we need to write these 2 quarters in terms of money. So 2 quarters are 50 hundredths, which we would write as 0.50. Down here, in the examples, we need to use money to model the decimals. Okay, so we have $1. If we are looking at a hundreds box, all of those are shaded, meaning we have 1 whole. So if we have $1, this is 100 cents. 10 dimes is the same as a dollar, so that means 1 dime is 1/10, or 0.10 of a dollar. So, writing this as money, we would write 0.10. Now, I know for 1/10, you could also just write it as 0.1, but money always has 2 places after the decimal each time. So if it is a tenths place, you always add a 0. Now you know 100 pennies equals a dollar, so looking at just 1 penny, that is 1/100th, or 0.01 of a dollar. So 1 cent written in money form is 0.01. If we look here at the more examples section, it says shade the decimal model to show the money amount, then write the money amount and a fraction in terms of dollars. So example A, we have a dime, 2 nickels, and a penny. So we know a dime is 10 cents, 2 nickels, 5 cents each, so an extra 10 cents. We're at 20 cents, and then 1 more is 21 cents. So we're going to shade 21 out of our 100 boxes to show 21 cents. And then if we were to write this as money, we have to first put the dollar sign, and then this is 21 hundredths, so we'd write 0.21, or 21 hundredths of a dollar. In example B, we have $1, which we know is 100 cents, so we have to shade the whole model here. And then we have 25, an extra 10 is 35, plus 10 more is 45, plus 1 more is 46. So we're going to shade 46 out of the 100 here. So we have $1.46, or 1 46 hundredths dollars. Now down here they would like us to complete the table to show how money, fractions, mixed numbers, and decimals are all related to one another. So if we have 0.03, we know the fraction for this would be 3/100. The decimal is the same as 0.03. The dollars, bills, and coins, that would just be 3 pennies, because we're talking about 3 hundredths. Okay, now here, reading this as money, we have 25 cents. So we know this is 1 quarter is equal to 25 cents, which is equal to 25 over 100, or 1/4. And if we were going to write 25 hundredths as a decimal, we'd write 0.25. Here we have 2 quarters and 1 dime, which shows us that it's 60 hundredths. So first I'm going to go over here and fill out my decimal for 60 hundredths. And then as we fill out for money, remember to add the $sign, 0.60. And here we have 2 $1 bills and 5 nickels. So we know that our whole number is going to be 2. Now 5 nickels worth 5 cents each equals 25 cents out of our dollar. Okay, and then this simplifies to 2 1/4 as well. So our decimal for 2 25/100ths is 2.25. So written as money, all we have to do is add the $sign, 2.25, because we have 2 places after our decimal, which is how we write money. And the next example is it says write the total money amount, then write the amount as a fraction or mixed number and as a decimal in terms of dollars. Okay, so the first one here we have 3 dimes, 4 pennies, and 3 quarters, which we know. So we have 75, 85, 95, $1.05, $6, $7, $8, $9. So we have $1.09. If you were to write that as money, it would look like this. A mixed number, we have 1 whole dollar and 9 cents out of 100 cents to get our dollar. And then if we write 1 9/100ths as a decimal, 1.09. In question number 3 here, we have a quarter, 2 dimes, and 3 nickels. So a quarter is 25, 35, 45, 50, 55, 60. So we have 60 cents, 0.60, because we know that 60 cents is 60 hundredths, or 60 cents out of a dollar. And then if we were to write 60 hundredths as a decimal, 0.60. In the next set, they want us to write as a money amount and as a decimal in terms of dollars. So first I want to write the decimal, 92 hundredths. I know that this is 0.92. And if I was to write this in money, I would write a $sign, 0.92. Here I have 7 hundredths, so I know if I write that as a decimal, it's 0.07, because we need to have 2 places after our decimal point to get 7 hundredths. So if I were to write this as money, 0.07 with my $sign added. 16 hundredths would be 0.16, and for money I simply add in my $sign, 0.16. And then finally, 53 hundredths. I know that is 0.53. All I do for money is add in my $sign. Okay. And then for number 8, it wants us again to write the total money amount. Then we have to write the amount as a fraction or a mixed number and as a decimal in terms of dollars. Okay. So first we need to figure out how much money is here. So we have 3 dimes, which is 30 cents. 3 nickels, we're going to add 15 to 30 to get 45, and then 1 more penny would be 46. So we know this is 46 cents, 46 hundredths, because there are 46 cents out of a dollar here. And to write 46 hundredths, 0.46. So here we have 1 whole dollar, a quarter, a nickel, and 2 pennies. So 1 whole dollar, we have 1. And then we have 25 plus 5 is 30, plus 2 more is 32 out of 100. So if you're going to write this as money, $1.32. And then as a decimal, 1.32. Okay. For number 14, we have 1 quarter, 6 dimes, and 8 pennies. So with that, that gives us 93 cents. So 93 out of 100. If we were going to write this as a decimal, it would be 0.93. And remember, for money, just add in that $sign, 0.93. If we have 3 dimes, 5 nickels, and 20 pennies, that gives us a total of 75 cents out of a dollar, so 75 over 100. If we were to write this in decimal form, 0.75. And then as money, remember, just add in that $sign, 0.75, 2 places after our decimal, so we are good to go. Now we're going to look at number 19. It says, Kim spent 40 hundredths of a dollar on a snack. Write as a money amount write as a money amount